Hi, readers. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm excited to share a new book with you today that was bought by Lydia Arterbury's family for our read alouds. It's called The Bear and the Piano. It is written by David Litchfield. This is a book about how sometimes we find something that we can do really, really well, and we might even get a little bit of fame and fortune from that thing. Hopefully, we all hope for that and to make a little bit of money. But we have to remember what's important to us. And this one really talks about the value of friendship, no matter what, and how important that is, no matter how successful you are. Okay? All right, The Bear and the Piano. One day in the forest, a young bear cub found something he'd never seen before. What could this strange thing be? He thought. Shyly, he touched it with his stubby paws. Clonk! The strange thing made an awful sound. So the bear left. But the next day, he came back. And the day after that, too. And for days and weeks and months and years, until eventually, you can see how the seasons change on this page. I love that. Also, if you've ever seen that object before, you know what that is. It's a piano, and Ms. Zinecker loves to play the piano. The sounds that came from the strange thing were beautiful, and the bear had grown big and strong and grizzly. When the bear played, he felt so happy. The sounds took him away from the forest, and he dreamed of strange and wonderful lands. It wasn't long before the other bears in the forest were drawn to the clearing. Every night a crowd gathered to listen to the magical melodies coming from the bear and the strange thing. Looks like he's getting some fame. Then one night a girl and her father came across the clearing. They told the bear that the strange thing was a piano, and the sounds it made were music. "Come to the city with us," they said. "There is lots of music there. You can play grand pianos in front of hundreds of people and hear sounds so beautiful they will make your fur stand on end." If bear knew, the bear knew that if he left the forest, the other bears would be very sad. But he longed to explore the world beyond the woods, to hear more wonderful music, and to play bigger and better than before. And before long, it looks like maybe he chose to go. We're going to find out. The bear's name was up in big, bright lights in the big, bright city. It says The Bear and the Piano. It's on Broadway Street. He played sold out concerts in giant theaters. Right now, I'm wondering if he's missing his bear friends back in the forest. Every night he performed with such passion and such grace, to wild applause and standing ovations and huge admiration. Everybody loves him. But the bear recorded albums that went platinum. He was interviewed for magazines, he won awards, he met new people every day, and created headlines everywhere he went. The city was everything he had hoped it would be, but deep down something tugged at the bear's heart. He had fame and awards and all the music in the world, but he missed the forest. He missed his old friends. He missed his home. The part of this book is kind of a mirror for me because I felt that way when I had to leave my family in Missouri. I loved my new life and I still love my new life in Houston, but I miss my friends and my family in Missouri a lot. So the bear decided to go back. He speedily crossed the river and excitedly pounded into the forest. He couldn't wait to tell his friends about his time in the city. But when the bear reached the familiar clearing, it was empty. No piano, no bears, no anything. The bear started to worry that his friends had forgotten him or that they were angry that he had left them behind. Then a friend stepped into the clearing. "Hello!" cried the bear. "I'm back. I've missed you so much." Without saying a word, the gray bear ran back into the trees. "Wait!" called the bear. "I'm sorry I left. Please stop." But his friend just kept running. The bear stumbled after him, moving deeper and deeper into the forest, until he saw something that made his fur stand on end. I wonder what he saw. I'm going to let you see the picture before I read the next page. For the bear had not been forgotten. His friends weren't angry, but they were proud. The bear realized that no matter where he went or what he did, they would always be there, watching from afar. They had even kept the piano safe in the shade, ready for his return. So, after the bear had told his friends about his life in the city and the many concerts he had played, he sat down to play once more, this time for the most important audience of all of his bear friends in the forest. I hope you guys can understand how, even though the bear got famous, he still missed his friends and family and found that that was the most important audience of all for him. Even though he had been making headlines on Broadway and playing for famous people, he didn't care so much about that. He missed his friends and he wanted to be able to play for them. So we read this one today, and then we are reading the bear and the piano, the dog and the fiddle tomorrow, which is part 2 of this story. So I hope that you will listen in today for the bear and the piano, and then you'll listen in again tomorrow to hear the second part because this one is just